What is going on, everybody? Powell here, and welcome back to the next episode of OpenTTD Season 2. Well, last episode we built this rather big train station near the this port right here. And I wanted to supply this port with all these kinds of stuff right here. So this port will start us producing some goods. And then those goods I want to transport over to right here, uit Homere stores. So we then have a full house of everything the station is accepting will be delivered to it. But it's my plan for this episode to start bringing in stuff towards that port. Already we can see the area here is growing rather nicely. Town is already expanding on this side of the track, so expanding this station, don't think it's ever gonna be done. Same right here, so it's gonna be tough and it's gonna be challenging. But yeah, so back to the port. I already installed the station there, which now takes in alcohol, chemicals, cover, copy, food and wool. Exactly what this port takes in. So let's find some stuff to transport to. I already noticed there is a copper smelter here and a chemical plant right here. Both are rather close by, so it's not really efficient to transport those items towards here. But we do have a chemical plant right here, which will produce us chemicals, which is being taken in by the port. I think this one will be nice to do. And it takes in oil and nitrates. We do have some oil right here, so we can use that. We have a copper ore mine here, so we're not using that. But the oil wells here I'm gonna use. Transport the oil to where it is now. Right here. The chemical plant right there, and then we can transport the chemicals back. Right, so let's start with that. Hide the trees for a moment, because the mine is right there, or oil well. 2x8 is fine. And then across the hill. We can cross over right here, that's fine. And then we need to go there. Need to cross my own line somewhere. And I think here is fine. There's already also a small hill there, so let's go diagonally first. This right here, up the hill there. Yeah, this is fine. We need to go there, so sure. Let's make a bridge here and here. Keeping the trees removed for now, so I can see a little bit of what I'm doing. You go there. You go there. And this hill is a bit annoying. Because normally I would say go there, but yeah, of course that's not possible. You can't lower a hill diagonally, unfortunately. Should be able to do this indeed. And then we have a small kink, that's fine. You go there. You go there. Nice. And after the year profits, aircraft have had a bump. Everything else is pretty much the same. Ships have been doing a little bit better. Yeah. Looking good across the board. Alright, we want some depots, of course. Line. One up here, yeah, indeed. It should work. Some signals, of course. This direction, yeah. And this direction. All fixed, and then we can have some trains going. Then I'm gonna run the Centennial diesel engine here. I think I will take a look at the other options available in a minute or so. Oil, yep, make sure it's oil. Fully load up there, unload here. Own you at least once for now. You go. Production is 252, so not that much, not that low either. So 2 trains should be fine. And then the Winkelberger works will now start producing us some nitrates. more chemicals. Also takes in nitrates. Yeah, then we need to find a nitrate mine. That's also copper ore. That's a nitrate mine. That's a nice good find. There we go. Hook this up as well. Yeah, I'm gonna build it at the other side of the factory though. Should have planned it a little bit more carefully, I think. I could have used just one station, 4 platforms for all the trains, I think. But yeah, we need to go there. There indeed, you go there, and now you should be able to still pass the town indeed. Fine, no problems, no worries. You go there, you go there. You cross over here, of course. I want a depot and another depot up here as well. Won't be the most profitable route, since it's rather a short route, but that's fine. It's not about money that much anymore, of course. I think a mineral truck for nitrates indeed. 8. Refit to traits. Fully load up here. Unload there. Copy 1. So off you go. Train 112 and 113 already. Right, so he will now start producing us some chemicals, which we can then transport to our port right there. And now, I think I'm gonna use a separate line. I'm not gonna hook it up onto my main line here, because that will be too awkward, too much split ups with all the with also passenger station right here. So I'm gonna go across here. I think it's better. At least go up the hill here first. Go across. A little bit more this direction. Go there indeed, yeah. And there. And a bridge there, 6. Nope, I don't want the Google Copter. I think that's the only thing really missing in my arsenal of different transport types. Choppers. We do have everything else at the moment. We do have boats, we have planes, we have trucks, we have buses. We have ferries. The only thing I'm missing is something like choppers. Maybe I will do something with the chopper. Just because. Ooh, that's almost a perfect fit. There is some hills here. Why are you gone? I think I misclicked somewhere. You go there. Or you go there. You go there. See, yeah, up there. And smoke in this direction. You will now accept mail. That's fine. Not sure which station you are, but sure. Yeah, this is all hooked up, nice. Signals this way, and it should all be fine, or almost. Go there and there. Let's start with a depot here for now. And then we need something to transport us chemicals. You go there. We need an oil tanker. In this case, I'm gonna go with 10. Refit it first, please. You fully load here, unload there. Only once. Off you go. Yeah, there's our first oil train coming. Oh, Utrecht Forest is now accepting mail. Nice. Or food. Not sure what it is. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, trains are arriving here, that's nice. Good. Cool, for another video I switched off the setting where people are celebrating the arrival of the first train, but that's fine. That's fine. Right. Available trains. Let's see. Manage list. Replace. Let's see. Stop replacing all this stuff right here. Now let's see. We are running this one. We have this one available as well. Same high speed. Very less power. Everything. This is the best diesel train at the moment. Yeah, and by using FIRS I locked myself out of using electrified railway construction. We need to wait for monorail construction. Should become available in a few years. Most somewhere around the turn of the century. And then maybe we can start upgrading our networks as well, which is going to be a challenge in itself, of course. Replacing all existing network pieces, trains, depots, routes, whatnot. Yeah, this is a busy line here, that's fine. Right, so that's our first batch of, or that's 1 out of 6 done. Chemicals done. Let's see. But you should be fine. You should be fine. This should be working no problem at all. We do have a flour mill here, which again is very close by, so I'm not going to utilize that. What do we have here? Another nitrate mine. I'm going to use that. Another food processing plant. That might be interesting. That's a decent distance away from my port, so it will bring us a little bit of money. We need to supply it with beans and fruit. What do we have here? We do have a livestock and wool. Wool is also something being accepted by it, right? Yeah. So we can. Where are we at? There we are. Yeah, we're gonna at least hook up this one. Use the range right here. Yeah, 10 is fine. And then the food processing plant can be hooked up later as well. Looking at the hill right here, and also looking at how I'm gonna hook up then the food processing plant eventually. You go there and there. No longer accept goods. Okay. Yeah, just go there. Yeah, indeed. Fine. Up in there as well. Yep, this is all fine. But let's see. We need to go in there. There's an oil well here. It's placed rather inconveniently. I can bypass it. I think fine. Switch off trees for a moment though. Yep, this is fine, and I'm not going to use the rail network there. Let's plan this out immediately while we add it. Also wanted 10 or 8, sure. I think 8. Ooh. The authorities won't like me, won't let me here. Just because I laid down some railway networks. Okay, sucks to be you. I'm not gonna be bothered then. I'm gonna come back later. Bribe the hell out of you. Yeah, something like this. You go there. That is almost perfect. Like that. Indeed. So you go there and you go there. Then we can get across something like here. All again, almost perfect. And then straight into there. Minus this part. There we go. All hooked up. All set up. You go this direction and you go this direction. Yeah, indeed. And we definitely need some depots along the line right here. think on the way in it's fine. It's fine. Might place them off the line eventually. Yeah, let's get the wool going first. Do this. Let's see. We use for wool actually. A good Sven. Makes sense. I think this was 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, ooh, it's not fine. Quickly fix this first. No new. Off you go. Thank you. End of the year report. Trains are now also increasing their profits. Airplanes are increasing the profits. Everything else is fine. We were here. Yeah, you have too few orders in your schedule. I know, because I'm not done with you. Refit to wool. Fully load up here, go down the line up here and then unload there, clone new ones, off you go, thank you very much. And now I need a good train of course as well on this line. And that I need to hook up in this line somewhere. In this mess up here. Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Let's see. So this wool up there. I can't bridge over here, right next to it. A new monorail locomotive. Would you be interested in a year's exclusive use of this vehicle so we can see how it performs before making it universally available? No. I'm gonna decline. Simply because I don't have the means right now to implement it anywhere. So, but yeah, in a year we will get monorail available universally for everyone. So yeah, my goods trains that needs to transport the stuff out of here. I think I'm gonna use separate platforms for that. Just a moment. Sorry for that. Yeah, I'm gonna use a separate platform for my goods trains. 2 or 4 again. Let's start with 4 again. And I think I'm gonna run them all in this direction. I think 2 will be fine. Let's remove. There's railway track up there. Let's remove it in this direction then. So, right. Yeah, 2 will be fine. It's a rather short route, so. Right, then we need to hook this line up into there and this line up into there. The latter one is quite easy. I'm gonna use this off there. Need to make a break down there. Need to get him underneath here somewhere, and then hook up in there. Need to go underneath both of these lines up there. Can I lower the land? No, you can't lower land. Well, trains are running on it. That's a shame, actually. Right, quickly remove this part of the line. Quickly remove this part of the line once this train is gone. There we go. Lower all this stuff. You make a bridge there. Yeah, that's fine. Make a bridge here. That's fine again. You go there, right? So trains can continue right now, meaning I can get underneath here just fine. Go up there, go up here. You are lost. I don't think you are lost. You are lost. Why are you lost? Because my signal here is the wrong way. That should not be the problem though. Oh, indeed. It was the problem. Right, you can now go, oh, that's not what I wanted. What happened there? You can get a little bit of speed up there and then hook up in here just fine. Yes, indeed. And now for this part, I think I'm gonna branch off right here. And then, oh no, I can't. I want to make a bridge up here, but yeah, bridges are on the same level. This is on the diagonal I wanted to use. That's fine though. We can hook him up in a different manner right there. Once this train is gone, hook you up there, remove this part of the line right here, here, and here. So, no. Yeah, so, thank you. Now we can get a bridge over here. 7. Go there. Nah. Like it was meant to be there in between all these oil wells. Alright, this is getting messy there, but that's fine. Some signals here, get an extra signal in here, that's out of here as well. Yes, indeed, nice. Alright, depot. There, yeah, I'm gonna place a depot. Again, yeah, that should be no problem as well. Yeah, that should be no problem. Trains are looking in a 16 tile radius for a depot. And this is more than 16 tiles away from the part here. So trains on this line here won't ever find this depot, so that's fine. 2 of you, I want the goods van. We don't need to refit those this time. You, fully load here. Unload here. Get 2 of you going at the moment. Yeah, this station here is now becoming a problem. I think. Not. Yeah, this is a problem when trains are breaking down, right? But I'm never gonna fit anything of a bypass right here anymore. They already have their bypass here, which is kind of ugly, but I think I replaced this with the road network in mind. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this, that's fine. This is fine indeed. Yeah. It is busy, but it is kind of running at the moment. But it only will get any busier with my good trains going there as well. But yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, they're already having their first goods being loaded. That's nice. It's more chemicals incoming, I think. Yep. It's looking good, looking good. Wool is also being done. Nice, I like that. Ridderrecht. Let's see, local living. They have a poor thinking of me. Does it mean that I can get my station in now? I can get my. Yeah. I think it's the food processing plant. Needs to take in stuff, but it also needs to get stuff out. I'm gonna do a little bit separately. I'm gonna branch this off right here for a few tiles right there. There we go. And hook it up back there, meaning I can now get rid of this part of the line. Get my signals in. And then get an extra station in right there. Think of 8 again, fine. They won't let me now at the moment. That's okay. Then I get a station which will get my food out up there. I can hook it up easily with the current network here, so that's fine. And then I can use this station as a supply station. So now I need to find some beans and fruit. Industry directory. Let's see. Beans. Yeah. I think they come from arable farms, right? Yeah, they will produce us beans. There are 64 at the map currently. Okay. Let's be just beans and grain, and that takes in fruit and beans. Coffee estate will produce us fruit currently. Yeah. So coffee estates and farms I need to look for. We can do that by taking a look at the map of the world. Zoom out ever so slightly. Let's see, we are here at Ridderdrecht, so let's keep that center. Remove the city labels. We are in the area here, so let's see. If we now go to industries on the map, we need coffee estates. We have one rather close by. It's a little bit close by. There's one up there. There's one up there. Everything else is rather far away. And farms, let's see. We have again a few very nearby, but nothing in the area here. Everything else is right there. Let's see, we have a farm up here. Is this a coffee estate there? There, yeah. Right, we have the coffee estate here, and then the farm building is here. Alright. We can use both of them. They are rather close by. Need 2 stations though. But I can then use one separate line for them as well. There we go. Train's profit keeps increasing. Aircraft profit plummeted. Might have to do a little bit with the crash later, earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna place a station here. And I'm gonna place a station here. Indeed. I'm gonna lower this train so we can here. And this is wrong. I need this button. You can go up here just fine. You eat. See, we need a little bit of a crossover right here, and here is fine. Yep. Well, good. Across the fields. Sure. Right, we have a monorail going, and I'm gonna hook up this first. Let's see. We do have a hill up here, so I'm gonna use that by doing this. Meaning I can get him across there, and then I can get him across there just fine. Indeed. Do him up there and there. There we go. You up the hill there. And am I gonna drop down here and again up here? Yeah, that's sure. Is it sure? No, it's not sure. It's not sure. Build a bridge. It's better. It's fine. Get across here. Get across. Fine. And then we need to go there. Ooh, that is on the other side of my other track, but that's fine. Go up the hill here. You go in this direction. And, well, before I continue actually, I'm gonna go to my monorail. And then I'm gonna replace all my like so, and then we can get this out be our first monorail line. Yep, let this be our first monorail line, so since we are at it. And same here. Just gonna do this. And then we got myself a very nice challenge. You go up there. Actually, do this because I don't really. Again, let's click. Thank you. There is a small hill here which I can lower. Just this part, it should be fine indeed. Go across here. Let's see, let's continue up to this hill. Oop, that's wrong. All the way there. Get this going, yeah. And again, diagonally. Let's move one up there, so I don't need to alter the hill there as well. And this direction, alright. Now for the challenging part. Hook it all up towards my station. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of room to work with. Right, erasing the land there, and I think yeah, it should be fine. Indeed. And I want to place a station in here in between as well, so I think I'm gonna tunnel this. I was contemplating about a bridge or a tunnel, but I think a tunnel is better. Because that gives me more room to work with instead of a bridge. And there, it's better. And then we get our crossover here just fine. We can get signals right outside the tunnel, so that's fine. And it should all be signalized all the way down to here. Indeed. Ooh, I'm missing somewhere here a piece. And that is where? Exactly. I'm missing something. There. You could tell by seeing that it wasn't signalized all the way down here. Again, no, it's signalized now. I'm blind. This time it was me. There is a wheelway track there, thank you very much. Gotta cross over here and here. Got a signal here and a signal here. Signal here, indeed. Signal there, indeed, as well. Right, this is all signalized now. Let's get ourselves a depot right here. Hook it up like this as well, so it can be utilized from all sides, indeed. And then let's build some afterline depots here. Something like this, so we can have a depot here and a depot here. Hook you up a little bit earlier so I don't get away with the hill up there, that's fine. Signal, 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 signal. There we go. Right, you are going to produce us some fruit, indeed. New vehicles. You only have one. Let's go with this one, fruit. Goes in a fruit truck, but of course. Should be 10, I think. Indeed, 10. Go fully load there. Go unload here. Is this also 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. No. Okay, that's no problem. That is indeed no problem. I'm gonna clone you still. I'm gonna get rid of 4 of you and 4 of you. And off you go. And there they go, our first monorail trains. Nice. I want to get this going as well for the beans, so I want to use this one. And then beans, let's see, beans can go in a bolster truck apparently. Again, max to 8, refit 2 beans, go fully load there, unload here, no new ones, off you go. Nice, and our next batch of monorail trains are going. 135 tons of fruit, 98 tons of beans, that's nice. And off they go, nice, I like this. Right, and with that all said and done, that means that in the next episode I hope the local authority will let me place a station right here to transport all this delicious food towards our port. We get more goods going. There's a goods train going out of the station. So that's already being transported, and that also means that we are now bringing into the station passengers, mail, alcohol, food, goods, nitrates and oil. Everything is done. 24 trains are coming into the station. A whole bunch of different types of trains. I'm only seeing one train of goods, I feel like. What are you? Ah, no, that's the difference. Actually, what are you transporting? You are taking in goods indeed. What are you taking in? Also goods. Just feels weird how these what you call these cargo, these trucks are looking like compared full versus being loaded or not. Because these should be changing then also to this icon then, and to the yellow one once it's full. Let's speed up time a little bit. See if that's actually the case. It's being surfaced, entering the station, and now it should change. Yeah. Doors are open and they are getting loaded. That's right, that's the difference. Okay. The more you learn, the more you know. But yeah. It's a rather big mess now with all my train setup going, but I like it. We got our first monorail trains going. Full house on our big station right here. City is ever more expanding along this side of the railway as well. I really like this. Next episode. More stuff going to be brought into our Ritter and Waterside port. Yeah, so if you don't want to miss out on that, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Take care everybody, bye bye.